Y'all, I don't know what Milani and McGrath got going on, but they got a good thing going on, and I'm happy. Welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, and today we're going to be doing my September monthly favorites. I love favorites video because I just love seeing what people love, what people enjoy throughout the month, and it also helps me to figure out and narrow down things that I want to purchase because, you know, we're always in the makeup business over here. So before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who decided to click on my video and watch it. I really do appreciate it. If this is your first time here, I'd love for you to stick around and subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate your constant support, every like, every comment, and just for you still sticking around and being here. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. So let's just get right into the video. How you like this picture quality, because I'm filming from my phone, which I usually don't. So let me know how you like this. If you like it better than what I've been filming with, then I'll just switch to this. So before we get into the makeup portion, we do have some skincare items to talk about that I'm really excited about. So first I want to talk about these Olly Flawless Complexion Vitamins. So I actually have finished this bottle. I'm on to a second one. I left the bottle at work though, so that's why I don't have it here. But you guys, these vitamins, they're gummy vitamins. They work. So they have a blend of purifying antioxidants and minerals with botanicals. They've got vitamin A, which is gonna pair it with vitamin E to help fight free radicals and support a clear complexion. These vitamins work. So I am famous for getting a hormonal acne breakout, or multiple ones I should say, that usually start around the time that I ovulate. And then by the time they actually do clear up, I'm ovulating again. So essentially, I stayed with breakouts all along my jawline. So I gave these a try, and I want to say for the entire 30 days that I was taking these vitamins, I had not one hormonal breakout. Like right now, I've got like a little friend here. That was the most I would ever get. This is the biggest it will get, and it would only last for a couple days, so it was more of a superficial bump, and then I was done. Like I was like, what? Blown away. I highly recommend these. The second thing that I want to talk about is this Good Molecules Niacinamide toner. And so this toner is going to be formulated with niacinamide, vitamin C, arbutin, and licorice root extract to brighten and improve the appearance of enlarged pores. And I really do feel like this toner has really helped to brighten my skin and reduce the size of my pores. I'm almost out of the toner. I don't think you can see it, but I'm all the way down here with the toner, so I will be needing to repurchase another one of these, but I really enjoy this a lot. And then the third thing that I want to talk about in terms of skincare, I've already raved about this before, but I did pick it up again. This is the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Serum, and it has hyaluronic acid, acai, and blueberry fruit extracts. And this is going to be a weightless texture that's going to leave your skin with a luminous finish. It's going to refresh it, it's going to be hydrating, and it's great for all skin types. And this is actually a primer, but I like using it as one of the last steps in my skincare before I add my moisturizer, because it feels so soothing to the skin, and I love how it gives me that boost of radiance without being overpowering and making me look greasy. So it's technically a primer, but I really use it as a part of my skincare because of all the good ingredients that it has. All right, now on to the makeup. So I have been loving the Benefit Porefesaional primer. So I got this in this is a sample size, obviously. I got this in the beginning of September, and I was like, I've never tried this primer, let me give it a try. And I really do like it because it really does help to conceal my pores. I like the smooth texture of it as I'm applying it to the skin, and I really do think I'm gonna get the larger size of this when I finish it. Okay, next we have this Milani Soft Glow Complexion Enhancer. I have mine in the shade 02, and you guys, this is a staple in my makeup routine. So it's a glow enhancer product, but as you can see, as I'm applying it to the skin, it does not leave your skin looking oily or too dewy. It just leaves the skin just beautiful and just healthy looking. I love this primer. Next is foundation, and I have 3 of them. So I did recently a declutter video, and I will try to link that in the cards. And so with that, I was able to try foundations that I hadn't touched in a while. So the first one that I want to talk about is this Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, and I have mine in the shade DN3. And this foundation is so beautiful for just everyday wear. It makes the skin really look healthy. It leaves a satin finish, so if you have oily skin, I think you can still wear this and be happy with it. I've seen a couple of reviews with people who have had oily skin. They really enjoy it. They just use a mattifying primer and then of course set with powder. You might have to touch up during the day, but it's not gonna be anything that I feel is gonna leave you looking extremely greasy. It's a beautiful finish. If you have normal, especially more dry skin, you may not have to set it. I always set my foundations, but I set it lightly and it wears beautifully throughout the day. My second foundation love is the Dior Airflash foundation. I have mine in the shade 4.5N, and y'all, this bougie foundation has stole my heart. But I don't even like calling her bougie because I think bougie makeup, like, I only wear this on occasions, but y'all, I wore this for like maybe 2 weeks straight out of this month. I mean, it is such an everyday wear foundation, in my opinion. I think it leaves light to medium coverage. I spray it directly onto my face, and I did do a review of this foundation, so I will link that as well so that you can go and watch it. But I love the finish. It literally looks like there's a filter on my face. Literally looks like there's a filter on my face. And then my last favorite for the month, this foundation stole my heart. And what's really interesting is I did a review of this foundation and I did not like it, and I actually returned it to the store. And then I kept thinking about it. Everyone kept saying that they loved it, and I was like, maybe I need to give it another go and try it with a different primer, and I figured it out. I am talking about the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. This is what I'm going to wear today. So I have mine in the shade medium 19. And so what I figured out was I was using the wrong primer. So this foundation, what turned me off was that it kept making my skin look dry in certain areas, more specifically around my mouth. And I think it was because it does have alcohol in this foundation, which I wish it didn't, but it does. And I think the alcohol was making those parts of my face dry. So what I figured out was I needed more of a hydrating primer. So I went back into the store, tried it with the Pat McGrath primer, and I was like, okay, this doesn't look bad. And then I came home and I tried it with the Milani Soft Glow Enhancer. Ever since then, it's been beautiful. So as you can see, I like really applying this with my hands. And I think what has won me over about this foundation, I literally can just pop it onto my face, put a little bit of blush, highlight, fill in my brows, and I'm done. Like, I don't even wear a concealer with this foundation on, actually, most days. And that's what I went for. So I'll blend it in with my hand, and then sometimes I'll go back in with a sponge just to make sure everything is blended well. But it just is so pretty, and I'm so excited because I wanted to love this foundation because I really like Pat McGrath, and I was like, what is it that everyone's liking that I don't get? And I figured it out. So I would suggest, if you tried the foundation and you wanted it to work, try a different primer, try a more hydrating primer. I know in my video I said that I had an issue with it creasing really bad here. Does not crease bad there at all. I don't know what has changed with that. I don't know if the primer, like I said, I don't know if it just helps it to stick to my skin better. Y'all, I don't know what Milani and Pat McGrath got going on, but they got a good thing going on, and I'm happy about it. I'm gonna conceal with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. I wear mine in the shade 910. This is definitely one of my, this might be my favorite concealer of all of my concealers that I have. I did a recent declutter of my concealers, and I only have 4 concealers now. For my under eyes and my T-zone, I use this Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in the shade Banana. Trying that powder out, so I'll have thoughts for you next month. And then one of my favorite powders to set the rest of my face is this Fenty Beauty powder in the shade Honey. Okay, moving on to other facial products. So I recently, and when I say recently, like last week, so I mean, I haven't really been using it long, but I know that I love it, is this BH Cosmetics Glowing in Grease palette. And it's a highlighter and blush palette. And this palette is so incredibly beautiful, so pigmented. I uploaded a video last week talking about great drugstore and affordable makeup options. And this palette was in there, and it's so pretty. So I'm using the shade Santorini, which is the shade, this blush shade right here. And so pretty. I forgot to go in with the bronzer first. I'm just gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer, Holy Grail bronzer. I've raved about it so much on my channel. I wear the shade Caramel Cutie in the Fenty Beauty bronzer, so I'm just gonna pop some bronzer on real quick. And now we're gonna go in with highlight. Yeah, let's go with highlight. So I'm gonna go in with the shade, this middle shade here called Milos. This is more of like a pinky gold highlight. Definitely has more of a pink shift to it, but I think it'll be really pretty with this blush shade Santorini. And I think this palette is just, it's just so beautiful, so pigmented, but I love that I can mix the colors together for multiple looks. Moving on to eyes. So I know Anastasia has just rolled out with more palettes, but I'm still here rocking with the Jackie Aina palette. This palette is amazing. I mean, if you have not tried this palette, I would highly suggest you look into this palette at the drugstore. I wish. At either Sephora or Ulta. The shades are so pigmented. I did do a full review of this palette, so I will go ahead and link it up, but I cannot put it down. It is definitely a palette that has every color scheme that I really like on the daily. I've got my neutral shades, but I also have my shades that when I want to make, you know, smoky eyes, if I kind of want to amp it up with some color, like I think that's just an all-around amazing palette. Here's another palette that I recently picked this up during the Sephora summer bonus sale, and it was on sale and I got my 20% off, so I had to get it. This is the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. Oh, this is not the right one. This is the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette, not that one. That was the gold palette. This is the, I've actually wanted this palette for ever since it came out, and I could not bite the bullet because this palette is $129, and I was like, and it is a lot of money. I'm just gonna do a quick eye look as I'm talking to you all about it. So it's not gonna be anything dramatic. It's gonna be very neutral. So the formula is amazing. I'm using a matte shade now. It blends so easily. And it was one of those purchases where I was like, I knew I was gonna like it. Just because the shades are just right up my alley. Very warm neutral shades. Got a couple pops of color in here if I wanna, you know, do like a sunset eye, but yeah. Love this palette. Do I think you need to spend $129 on it? Absolutely not. I don't think you need to. But if you've been eyeing it and you want it, you won't be disappointed. And now I'm just gonna finish off my eye look. I stopped talking and I figured there's not much to say. So I'm just taking, like you see, this gold shade, popping it onto my lid, and then I'm gonna use the same shades that I used in my crease and the outer area of the eye to smoke out the lower lash line. And that was it. This was a very simple, quick, easy look, but like I said before, absolutely love this palette. Okay, so I've put on my lashes, filled in my brows. I used my CoverGirl brow pencil, the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in the shade Soft Brown. And then I want to talk about these lashes. So the brand Ardell came out with some new and naked lashes. And the ones that I'm wearing are style 421. I also love the style 424. And I just love how, like, they don't necessarily look the most natural, but I think they look more natural. They're more fluffy. they're just more like, they're just so beautiful. I love these lashes. Lashes are so comfortable. They do not irritate my eyes. They don't feel heavy on my eyes. Like, they are my perfect type of lashes. They feel lightweight. I don't think they look too much and too dramatic for work or, you know, more of an everyday use, because I know there's some people who wear lashes every day. So comfortable, easy to apply. Like, I just think they're gorgeous. Okay, lastly, let's get on with some, spray and then lips. Actually, do lips first. So I have 7 of these Wet n Wild liquid catsuit lipstick. These lipsticks are so pretty. They are pigmented, so what you see in the bottle is what's going to transfer onto your lips. Just get my words together. And they feel really good, not mattifying at all, because they do have a line of liquid lips. These are just the high shine lipsticks. Love them, highly recommend them. They're very affordable, and I think you need to get you some. Another lip gloss that I want to talk about are the Revlon Super Lustrous The Gloss lip glosses. I actually, I thought I had more shades. I swear I took out more shades. I won all 14 shades in a giveaway, and I don't know where I put them. But this one is in the shade Blissed Out, and these lip glosses are like any lip gloss. They feel good on the lips. They've got a nice high shine to them. And like this lip gloss, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a little bit of metallic sheen in it, which is not going to be glittery on the lips. They've got some more like translucent lip glosses, and then they've got some pigmented ones. Like I wore in my video last week, this beautiful like burgundy berry looking one, and it transferred very well on the lips in terms of looking very pigmented on the lips. Then the last lipstick that I want to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2 lipstick in the shade Glowing Gem. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one on now, and it's just such a beautiful like everyday shade for me, and it feels good. It's Charlotte Tilbury. You know she's gonna come through with just having that beautiful formula. Feels good on the lips, and I just love it. It's a lipstick. It's one of those lipsticks that I'm not gonna say you have to get it because it is expensive. But if you love the brand, if you love a good quality lipstick, and you're just like, you know what? Sometimes I just want that luxury lipstick in my collection, I recommend those. I wanna pick up more because I really do like this shade and this formula. I think I wanna add a little bit of a gloss on top. So I'm gonna take Blissed Out from the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick. And as you can see, these lip glosses are just really nice. Got a nice shine to it. They're not sticky either, which I like. And there we go. Lastly, I'm gonna talk about a couple sprays and then we will be done. So, I forgot to talk about a primer. Let me, real quick. I really have been enjoying this Too Faced Hangover primer. It's got coconut water in it, a probiotic base in it, and also skin revivers, and I really enjoy this primer. I have been using it a lot in the month of September, so I forgot to mention that. Okay, sprays. I did pick up the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 replenishing spray. Hadn't tried that before, and picked it up this month or September. It's really refreshing. I like to use this when I'm setting my powders, and I also like to use it sometimes just to refresh my face. I just think it's a really good refreshing spray. The other spray that I wanted to mention, this is my last product. This is the Lila Be A Glow Face Mist, and y'all, this is what I'm gonna use today. I love it. So it's gonna give you a beautiful glow. So let me spray it first and then I'll talk. It's going to give you a beautiful glow. It is an oil-based glow mist, so if you don't like oil in your face mist, I would not recommend it. But it does leave such a beautiful finish, and it doesn't leave me greasy. So even though it has oil in the mist, the overall finish, especially at the end of the day, is not greasy and just like a ball of oil. It's just I don't know, it's just so beautiful. It also has really good ingredients in the facial mist to, you know, help revitalize the skin and make the skin healthy too. It's a clean product at Sephora, so this is a really good, if I can say, healthier product. But I truly love it. It is more of a luxury spray. It actually is very much of a luxury spray, but this is my second bottle. I really do enjoy it. And once again, if you're into that type of makeup, and you're looking for something like that, I would definitely say check it out. So those are all of my favorites. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I need to go and do my hair, get ready for work because I'm running late. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed my favorites that I've shared with you for the month of September. Definitely leave me in the comments down below your favorite products of the month of September because I'd love to check them out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.